Well, I had a very good start in life, and my grandmother was the most renowned woman in the whole of Franche-Comté. Ministers would call her to cook for them. Okay, but I remember, what I remember the most is grand-mère coming, Olivier, with a big pot, a grey pot, of earthenware, was it
Earthenware, yeah.
Earthenware,
Clay
pot of tripes, okay, for Christmas. Big, about 10 kilograms, of course.
She was quite a big lady, wasn't she? She was quite
yes,
a powerful,
quite short,
but
small.
stocky. She could take
okay, but basically she could cook, and basically that's why basically all this culture was passed on to me. All this amazing understanding of seasonality, of purity, nobility of the produce, the varietal, etc. So yes, probably tribes maybe could be, and we love tribes, and I still love them, but I'm not allowed to cook them at home because it's too stinky. Here it is. It's really I'm not allowed to cook tribes at home.
Well, good. There you go.
It's bloody good. Very good.
I've got a very different memory, and it's not tripe, but it's French, and it's from my Papa's mother and my grandmother. So it's île flottant, which is one of Papa's favourite childhood dishes as well. I don't know why he went with the tripe.
Oh, of course.
But île flottant is like a vanilla custard, and on top you have floating meringues, and then you drizzle melted caramel on top, and it's every child's delight.
Stop it, Oli, I feel famished.
I'm not a child, but I still love it. It's a great dish.
Well, Oli comes from a French family. A French family, the kids don't have a choice, okay? Do you understand? You just eat your food, okay? And generally, he would eat his food, whatever was given to him. Because as the culture was also given, at home, we would sit down and we wait, and sometimes we had to wait boringly for hours until the adults basically left the table to eventually leave the table. And actually, what was lovely, Olivier, you know what? It was so boring staying at that table while all the adults talked about politics, about sex, about everything else, no? And what was worth it was the dessert. That was
waiting for dessert.
Absolutely, yeah. Waiting for the dessert, yes.
Can I just say something here? I was a child. This is my father. This is what he used to do. This is the unedited version. We'd sit down at a table, and he'd give me something. And I'd say, Papa, what is this? And he'd say, oh, it's chicken, or it's beef. He'd wait until it was kind of halfway down the throat, so there's no chance of it being regurgitated at any point whatsoever. No, there isn't. No. Well, you'd have to be really terrible. And then he would say, oh, it's frog's legs, or it's snail, which is fine now. But when you're like 7, you're like a little bit traumatized.
Well, I think every dish you did, again, that goes back to my own cooking, to my own culture. My mom would do a bœuf bourguignon, or she would do a rabbit. Then the rabbit would be used minced, okay, with a few eggs inside, okay, a bit of milk and so on, and you would have a beautiful pain de viande, okay, a meatloaf. Okay, or she would do some always, everything would be recycled, there would be no waste. The first thing that Maman Blanc taught me, you shall waste not.